In Season 11, the actors and producers of Vanderpump Rules worked hard to portray Ariana Madix as a problem because she was setting limits with her former partner, Tom Sandoval. Following Scandal, Ariana maintained her barrier by refusing to talk to her unfaithful ex-partner for the duration of the season on the reality program. This led to a dramatic ending in which she turned down Sandoval's request for an on-camera interview and declined to shoot the closing party. Ariana had a comparatively great season despite everything going on as she prepared for her major Broadway role as Roxy Hart in Chicago. While doing this, she was ostentatiously living with Sandoval and working with Katie Maloney to establish their sandwich store. Ensemble member Lala Kent had a different opinion on her podcast, suggesting that Ariana was keeping the ensemble from spending genuine moments together this season by refusing to shoot with Sandoval. However, Ariana was right when she said that being true to herself and declining to have one more final talk with her ex was more genuine than her agreeing to sit down for the show's sake and accept a scripted apology that would just serve to further the goals of Sandoval and the producers. This season, Ariana's situation brings to light the main issue with Vanderpump Rules. The primary issue with Season 11 is that the actors have become into professional reality TV stars and small-scale producers. Beyond the arranged filming events, the gang admits that they are no longer actually friends. This results in overly polished stories that fans find unauthentic, such as the one about Ariana's supposed comeback this season. The controversy that attracted international notice has dominated the previous 2 seasons. But the cast also continued the issue by bringing it up in discussion whenever they could. This gave a broken group, who no longer hang out together outside of the camera, the opportunity to behave as though they still share something. The group's shared jobs and filmable friendships were when the program was at its best. The cast's real-life successes and turmoil came from their endeavors and employment outside of the series' production. The production had less of an overbearing influence on how the cast interacted with one another in the early seasons. The ensemble and the show's producers ought to give careful thought to going back to the original elements of the program that initially made it so popular. Now that production has been put on hold until further notice. After Season 10 wrapped, cameras were refocused to record what happened after Ariana revealed Sandoval and his lover, Rachel Rackwell-Leviss, were having an extramarital affair. In order to demonstrate the extent of her partner's treachery, Ariana consented to record a tense exchange with him. At that point, she informed him that it would be their final exchange. She made an effort to uphold both the warning and the promise in Season 11. Even though she felt pressured by the producers and her co-stars to give in and let Sandoval try to win over the viewers. This strategy has the drawback of showing viewers how manufactured the story they are seeing has become, which goes against what is often expected with reality TV. When producers tip the scales too far, viewers lose interest. There is a certain amount of blindness when it comes to the subtle interference of editing or introducing new cast members who are eager to ask leading questions. Ariana has moved on, and her acting and hosting jobs, along with her brand partnerships, have all taken off, catapulting her to new heights of fame. To demonstrate that she has moved on in other areas as well, she even gave a sneak peek at her current relationship with Daniel Y on Vanderpump Rules. In light of the audience's reaction to this season, the cast and producers ought to take a cue from Ariana and assign each member of the cast to concentrate on her own life. Instead of emphasizing historical drama, they may create a season full of human storylines in this manner. In March 2024, Katie disclosed during her appearance on the Vile Files podcast that the buddies of the Vanderpump couple were no longer considered friends. She went on to say that, in contrast to other cast members, she and Ariana had no interest in fabricating a story for the camera that claimed the group was still tight. This season, Sheena Shea and Lala took advantage of Ariana's suffering by pressuring their buddy to face her ex, while diverting attention from their own personal affairs. Their love relationships are kept hidden, their podcasts cannot be shown, and they don't seem to interact with each other outside of event shooting. It seems like their lives are too full of things that they will not or cannot reveal on camera. Though Sheena's home life as a wife and mother is occasionally displayed, it appears that she is too keen to hide her difficulties with husband Brock Davies from view. Sheena was quick to diffuse conflict when the pair did fight in front of the camera, as if she was happy to speak her mind without the presence of producers and cameras. In an attempt to portray Ariana as a problem in the show, The producers decided to highlight the turmoil from the previous season rather than reveal the details of these marital arguments. Despite her insistence that she is not anyone's puppet, Lala demonstrated her willingness to collaborate with the producers this season to bring up conflict from Ariana's past, when, in the opening episode, she had a discussion about contacting Rachel with producer Lisa Vanderpump. The intention was purportedly to provide a helping hand after the cast severely insulted her during the Season 10 reunion. If she had responded, though, it appears that the goal was also to add a little drama to the season. Despite Ariana's obvious limitations, Lala also insisted that Sandoval attend her water-tasting event. After a furious altercation with Sandoval that evening, Lala and Sheena were able to use Ariana's rage as a weapon for the remainder of the season. They portrayed themselves as friends who cared about Ariana's well-being and were merely looking out for her best interests in her living arrangement. But their conversation regarding Ariana in the season finale broke the fourth wall. After she departed, the party seems to cast doubt on their good intentions. Early seasons were like lightning in a bottle. Television viewers found the complex connection between Stassi Schroeder and Jax Taylor, as well as her wit and his psychopathic appeal, to be captivating. It was a group of young adults juggling friendships, relationships, and unexpected popularity, with highs and lows associated with working together at SUR as they aspired to greater lives in Los Angeles. Did producers step in to portray the narrative a specific manner, heightening the drama? Very likely. Producers collaborate with the actors to present their life experiences in a way that flows well together and keeps viewers glued to the screen week after week and season after season. This means that reality TV intrinsically defies its name. The secret, though, is to hide rather than highlight the artificial character of what is being displayed. Even though Lala gave a moving speech in the Season 11 finale, expressing her appreciation for the realism of their reality TV show, she demonstrated how happy she was to comply with the producer's request to include Sandoval in order to create drama. Lala revealed to the presenters of the 2Ts in a podcast in June 2024 that it is no secret that this is a staged program and that she no longer bothers to maintain the facade that what the audience is witnessing is her genuine existence. She continued by saying that there could be no program if the producers actually filmed the actors in their daily lives. She did underline the manufactured aspect of the narrative each season, pointing out that the main objective is to entertain the audience. Even if she did assert that what the viewers are witnessing is extremely genuine because the actors was present and recorded the moments. The producers should think carefully about how blatant their purpose becomes in light of Lala's admission that she and the others were trying to build a story this season. The viewers didn't appear to be impressed with the story they attempted to create in Season 11. A cast shakeup on the reality TV show appears necessary if the cast members no longer want to interact with one another and keep organizing gatherings that are obviously contrived to encourage forced talks regarding prior conflicts. A reset is a possibility, of course. SUR's fresh, youthful, and aspirational staff of waiters and bartenders could be the answer. Alternatively, focusing on Sheena and Lala and their recent friendship, a la the Valley spin-off, may also happen. If not, the employees of a sandwich business just opened by two young entrepreneurs are hoping for a spin-off of their own. Whatever direction Vanderpump Rules takes when the production pause ends, a return to normal is required. An issue that beset Season 11. Viewers are sick of the overly polished stories that the cast colludes with producers to craft, and they yearn for the manner in which the previous seasons at least seemed genuine. Peacock is where you can stream Vanderpump Rules.